Alright, fuckers. I'm about to... You know, you guys know me. I don't really post a lot of... I don't really post too many videos about me personally, unless I'm fucking with somebody. And any video that I typically post online is only related to my business. But I wanted to share... no, definitely the second most amazing experience I've ever had in my life. And this is only second to the birth of my son. So, pardon me, I have a booger. Just know that. I love you, Christopher. So I recently got involved through a friend in digital currency, Bitcoin, and there's, I'll just use the word Bitcoin because it's what everybody knows, digital currency. And it's weird. It's fucking crazy. But I learned that there's tons and tons of money to be made. And I make money. I make fucking money every day doing this. And lots of it. It's retarded, actually, how much money. And I only started doing this. My very first transaction was December 6th last month. And I've made $2,800 on like $1,300 or something. Whatever. It's retarded. And that's not the point of this video. So I'm sorry. So I started getting into this and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I have a friend, a gentleman that I've known for, he worked for me, gosh, 25, 26, 7 years ago at Jiffy Lube. And at this stage in his life, he's 62, 4 or 5. He has become like a spiritual healer, a Reiki, but he's really into the mind, body, and soul. I mean, a lot. And he's a completely awesome. I mean, he's like a fucking mint dude. Here's a crazy fact about him, though. He's German and Israeli. His dad was German, his mom was Israeli. Let that one sink in. I shouldn't even say this, but when he told me that his wife was pregnant, I laughed, and he said, "What's so funny?" Please, just know that this is a joke, and it's not serious, because you guys understand my sense of humor. I said, "It seems like you're going to have a lot of lampshades at your house." I shouldn't even laugh at that, but it's funny. Anyway, sorry, I'm a dick. Let me go back to the story. So, he's a spiritual healer, Reiki, blah, 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 blah. And over the years, he and I have gotten together dozens of times, quite frequently, in fact, because he doesn't live very far from me. And, so, you know, I've never really dealt with his business side, you know, because I just know him as a dude, and whatever he does his business. So I'm making a fuck ton of money with this Bitcoin digital technology shit, and I'm like, fuck, let me call Gary, my best friend. If you don't know Gary, whatever, doesn't matter. But you people that know Gary, Cindy Joan, the Isaacs, Gus, Tracy and Jolene, Figueroa, blah, blah, blah. You know, everybody on the block. Everybody knows Gary. So, I'm like, let me just call him and talk to him about this, because he's really, I mean, you know him, he's really fucking smart. He's like a nut. He's so smart. So I'm like, yo, boss, what do you know about Bitcoin? Because I don't know. I'm a retard. I don't fucking know anything about this. But I'm making money, and it's crazy that I'm making money because I don't know anything about it, right? So he's like, well, boss, I'll be honest with you, I have no fucking clue. I'm like, well, that sucks. He's like, the only thing I can tell you, he's like, back in like 2010, I ran a small business, some kind of a gaming thing online, and they paid in Bitcoin. And I have, I don't know how many I have, but I have Bitcoin, and I'm sure it's a lot. But I don't have it because I threw the computer out. It's gone. I don't have the business anymore. And I'm like, for real? I'm like, how many coins do you have? And he's like, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. He's like, you know, they really didn't have any value. He's like, they were worth, I don't even know what, I honestly don't know what Bitcoin was selling for. And it came out in like 2009, but So in like 2010, 11, I mean, I don't know what it was selling for, but I imagine it was probably like a dime or a quarter or a nickel, something fucking small. So, I mean, if you had 200, 300, 400, 500 shares, you got some fucking money, man. You know, like, you're banking. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So we just have our conversation. I jet, you know. I'm like, I wish him a Merry Christmas and so on and so forth. And then I get a phone call for Christmas from my friend Wade, and he's just calling to wish me and my family a Merry Christmas. And we chat and have a conversation. I'm like, dude, can I ask you something? I said, I have a friend who's really, really smart. He said, but he lost something. But he's one of these type of guys that has like a really incredible memory. I don't think he's got a photographic memory, but he's got like this incredible memory. He's really intelligent. I don't know how to describe it. If you know him, you know. Do you think, or I don't, do you know somebody that can use what you do to help him remember something, you know? And he's like, I don't know, maybe. I'm like, all right, well, all right, that's cool. I'm like, whatever. So we finish our conversation, blah, 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 blah. And I'm gone. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, I love you, bro, so on and so forth. So I wind up calling boss just for Christmas, Gary. And I'm like, dude, I got a buddy who, and I explain that he's into this, that, the other thing, and so on and so forth. And I'm like, we discuss Bitcoin, and I'm like, he may be able to, you know, like he does hypnosis and like voodoo shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's not voodoo, obviously, but it's like Chinese to me. I'm like, but maybe this guy can help you remember, like, I don't know, whatever the fuck you need to know about, whatever you need the fuck to know about. So, you know, whatever, we just blah, blah, blah. And then New Year's Day comes on Monday, last Monday, 2 Mondays ago. And he calls me. And he's like, boss, all right, so since our conversation, I started thinking about Bitcoin. And I see it's just crazy, like crazy money. It's like $14,000, $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 a coin. Is your friend serious? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, do you seriously believe or think that this guy can help me? I'm like, you know, dude, I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I don't really, like, I look at stuff like that as hocus pocus, you know? It's like, people believe it, yeah, sure, but I don't know. I've never experienced it. It may be true. I don't fucking know. So he's like, can you call him? I'm like, yeah, I'll give him your number and I'll tell him to call you. So he's like, cool, thanks. So like the next day he calls me and he's like, all right, I'm gonna meet him. I'm coming down to Tampa. I'm like, oh, fucking sweet. So he comes down to Tampa last week, and I'm sick. I got the flu. I'm sorry. My alarm's going off. I have to do a reinvestment on my one of my loans. Let me dismiss that. Sorry. Anyway, so Gary drives to Tampa and agrees to meet my friend Wade. I'm like, yeah, sweet, dude, blah, blah, blah. We're going to get together, hang out, so on and so forth. So it's awesome. Whatever. He's in Tampa. And meets my dude. And this is where the story gets fucking crazy. Well, so he meets my dude. And he's like, all right, boss, I'm done. Everything's cool. I don't really know, but I'm going to come over. Text me your address. I'm like, all right. And he lives in Biloxi, Mississippi. So, I mean, that's like 10 fucking hours away. In fact, the last time I saw him was 3 years ago, October. I literally I was on vacation. I woke up one morning. I got in my car at like 3:30 and I just left. I drove to fucking Biloxi, and I was on his driveway when he came home from work, and I made him take the next day off so we can go to New Orleans and just get drunk. Fucking unbelievable story. It's totally true. So anyway, he goes, he comes over, and we're fucking laughing, blah, 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 chatting, have a beer. I mean, I haven't seen the guy in 3 years. He's my best friend. I mean, we've known each other literally since we're, this fucking tall. We're kids. And we're fucking laughing, telling stories, and this and that, the other thing, and blah, 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 blah. And, like 20 minutes into it, because we haven't seen each other in a while, we eventually, we get upon the subject of my friend Wade. And, so he starts telling me that, yeah, it was cool, and this and that, the other thing, and blah, blah, blah. And he asks me to start showing him about Bitcoin, because he doesn't know about this technology, and there's a lot of fucking money to be made. If you don't know about it, please just do a ton of research. Start with as little as $100, and I promise you, with that $100, if you invest that $100 right, you can make millions and millions and millions of dollars in an extraordinarily short period of time. Just learn to do it before, and because our government's poo-pooing this left and right. It's changed, it's different, it's fucked up. But if you can afford $100 and you can afford an hour a day to do some research, I suggest that you do a lot of research. What the fuck? Today's Thursday. I've literally only slept 5 hours since Sunday, and I've gotten up and I've gone to my regular day job every day, and I didn't want to. So when I sat here with Gary and I started showing him the shit and blah 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 and so on and so forth, he needed access to a digital wallet. So we go online and he gets his wallet set up and so on and so forth. I'm walking around, we're drinking beers, I'm hanging out, so on and so forth, we're fucking around. He's like, all right, boss, come in here, check this out. He had like a little over 2,200 Bitcoin in his wallet that exceeded $30 million in American US dollars. And because of my friend Wade, he was able to recall, I guess, the data information, I don't know, because he's really smart, to obtain the key. I'm literally fucking shaking right now, to his wallet. And that wallet contained some $32 million in just Bitcoin. So we are literally flipping. I mean, we're fucking flipping out. Dude, I want to... I don't even know the next time I'm going to sleep. Like, once I shut this fucking video off, I'm just going to get on my bicycle and probably bang out like 20 miles to tire myself out. Dude. Anyhow. One second. Gary gave me 1,000 Bitcoin and transferred it into my electronic wallet. He gave me over $15 million. $15 fucking million. Just like that. To my bank account. I'm so sorry, I'm crying. I'm fucking crying and laughing at the same time. I don't even know what to do with myself. This is the fucking most insane day of my life. Gary, thank you. Fucking boss, I love you to the fucking moon. Holy fucking shit. Guys, I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. I've hired 2 attorneys, a tax accountant. I have to open offshore bank accounts. This is This is insane. Fucking insane. Oh my God. Holy fuck. I'm gonna become a fucking pirate, dude. I'm just gonna buy a fucking houseboat, yacht, sailboat, and I'm just gonna travel the fucking Caribbean. Hey, Mom. Remember that house you and Daddy wanted in the Villages? I'll be paying cash. Fuck, I love you guys, man. Thank you so fucking much, Gary. Thank you, boss. I love you guys. Thank you. Fuck!